Damn, Lori. Good morning. Day 3 of our trip north, our impromptu Baja road trip. We are in the Hotel Sky Blue. If you're in the San Felipe area, don't stay here.
It's very old, outdated.
It's pretty beat up.
Even the pillows, they don't have like pillows with regular covers. I slept without a pillow last night, and the walls are paper thin. You can hear literally what everybody's talking about next door.
Yeah, and of course it was party night out here, so that didn't help. That's all the off-road bikers and stuff. And it's just a weird room. Like, we have this like random refrigerator here that's
not even plugged in.
Not plugged in and stuff, so I don't know what's going on there. Look, it's a cheap stay. It's a cheap overnight stay. It wasn't horrendous.
Is it?
It wasn't horrendous.
We paid yesterday way less money for a way better room.
Oh, yeah. The hotel in San Ignacio.
We are like in expat area. We're like 2.5 hours away from the border.
Yes.
So this is all dollars.
Yeah,
dollar
as you get closer to the border, you start to pay gringo prices.
Closer to the border and closer to Cabo. Those are your actual big prices.
Yeah, so we are going to meet the Hamptons here in just a little bit, hook up the trailer, and we're ready to rock and roll back to Los Barriles. Yeah. Ready? Let's do it.
Ready.
All right, we've got the trailer on board, and now we're ready to rock and roll. You ready?
Ready to head south again.
3 days back to Los Barriles.
Isn't that funny? It's like ready to go back home. And now that is Los Barriles.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Richard and Cheryl are over there in the red van. We've got their trailer, and we're good to go. We rolled south out of San Felipe on scenic Highway 5, and everything was going fantastic until kilometer marker 130. All right. We have been out all afternoon on the side-by-side, and I think I figured out how to take care of this part of the story. And that is, I'm just gonna tell the story because we don't have any video of it. There was so much going on that day that we just didn't take any pictures. We didn't take any video. We were just there, broke down on the side of the road and thought we were gonna have a call tow truck. So this is what happened. We were rolling from San Felipe down Highway 5. We were coming up over the top of a hill, and all of a sudden the Durango just died. Just plain died. Everything was on the dash, had power and everything. Tried to start it, wouldn't start, turned over fine, just wouldn't run. As we come up over the top, luckily, there's very few pullouts here in Mexico, but luckily there was one there on Highway 5 off to the left, so we pulled over. I radioed to the Hamptons and said, hey, the Durango just quit, don't know what's going on, we're gonna pull over and check it out. There was gasoline pouring out from underneath the vehicle, so we figured that maybe a gas line broke. I had Lorena blip the key a couple of times. It was blowing gas out all over the, I guess it would be the driver's side near the back, but couldn't tell exactly where. So then we jacked the vehicle up. I tried looking underneath there, had Lori blip the key a couple more times. Still gas everywhere, but couldn't tell specifically where it was coming out. It was just leaking out in several spots for like 3 or 4 feet. So then I had to climb up underneath as best I could, and I stuck my arm up into where the fuel line I figured would be and had her blip the key again, and I felt a gush of fuel. So now I knew I was in the right place, and I kept having her do that a couple of more times until I finally found out that what felt like the fuel was coming right out of the gas pump. I was in a weird position, hand up over my head, and was like somehow over top of the gas tank, but I could feel the fuel coming out of what felt like the fuel pump area. So I wrenched my hand up in there, tweaking my shoulder. It felt like the fuel line had popped off of the fuel pump. I don't know what the fuel pump and fuel line looks like on a Durango and how that attachment works, but from what I could tell, it didn't feel like it was a threaded piece at all. It really felt like just a snap-on piece. Could have Googled it if there would have been cell signal, but we didn't have a cell signal where we were. So I just pushed as hard as I could on the fuel line and heard a snap. At the time, I didn't know if it was my shoulder or the fuel line popping into place, but we decided to give it another try. I had Lori blip the key again. Nothing, no fuel pouring out from underneath. I had her do that a couple more times. I could hear it coming on, but I got out from underneath the Durango, turned the key, thing fired right up, and off we went until the next mishap. We have made it back to Gonzaga Bay at the Rancho Grande Market. We had a little bit of a mishap. we had a fuel line blow off of the Durango. And somehow I was able to get my arm up in where the fuel pump is above the gas tank and get it back on. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Lori, chilling with the turtle. So we're gonna do a quick pee break, grab something to drink, and vamonos. Gonzaga Bay puts you at the halfway point between San Felipe and Guerrero Negro. We continued south on Highway 5, made our left onto Highway 1, and then got into the really narrow section of Highway 1 just north of Guerrero Negro. And I'd like to tell you that the rest of the day went absolutely perfect, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I will say Highway 1 north of Guerrero Negro is absolutely beautiful, but the drive here is one of the worst sections of Highway 1 because it is so narrow. You can even see the tractor trailer in front of us here really struggling to stay right dead center in our lane because it is so narrow. There's very little room from the white line to that center line, and check this out as another truck passes. It is super tight. This is the area I lost the mirror on the RV on our way down in the RV. Day 2. We made it to Guerrero Negro yesterday, and we were here at the Malarimo. We have stayed here many times, and usually we come with the RVs. What?
1 second. We didn't make it to Malarimo. We just limped into.
We limped into Malarimo and Guerrero Negro, and maybe we'll tell that story as we're going down the road. But we essentially thought we had smoked the transmission in the Durango yesterday, and it turned out that it was just a crankshaft sensor, which for whatever reason, I guess I'm going to tell the story now. For whatever reason, Richard happened to have one. And I at first thought it was a camshaft sensor. Then I realized that there was a camshaft sensor and a crankshaft sensor. And the crankshaft sensor, I just had to pull off the front wheel and get into the back of the motor, and right beside the starter, I had to drop the starter down, throw in a new crankshaft sensor, and it started running again. But we drove the last 20 miles yesterday in second gear at, I don't know, 35, 40 miles an hour. It sucked. And we thought that we were gonna have to find a transmission shop, but we didn't. So yeah, that's the story. Now we're heading down the road. Our journey on this day was approximately 400 kilometers from Guerrero Negro to Loreto. We would leave the Pacific side and head back over to the Sea of Cortez. As we roll south out of Guerrero Negro, you can see here the stark difference between the new wider road and the old narrow road. In no time at all, we roll back over to the Sea of Cortez and hit our fuel stop in Santa Rosalia. All right, kind of deja vu. We're back in Santa Rosalia. We stopped in just to get some snacks and stuff and fuel up again. Yeah, just a quick stop. And now we're back on the road. You ready?
Are you ready?
Ready.
We're ready. We're ready.
Right, cool. After our fuel stop in Santa Rosalia, we continue the stunning drive down Highway 1. Of course, we roll through the historic town of Mulegé again. Just south of Mulegé, of course, we'll hit the stunning area of Baja Concepcion. It is always a beautiful drive, whether you're going north and or south. And we finish our day in Loreto. All right, we have made Loreto. Just came into our hotel. It was a little tight coming through the arches there, but we did make it without any damage to the trailer, which was nice. Place looks kind of cool. We're up on the second floor. And I think we're gonna go out for dinner here very soon because we're starving. The room here in Loreto is pretty nice. What you think?
King size. Yes.
Lorena doesn't have to worry about getting beat up by the sprawler in the middle of the night.
He likes to make angels in the middle of the night somehow.
All right, let's see what the bathroom is like. Oh wow, is there a step up here in the bathroom? You have your sink. Let's see what's going on in here. Light anywhere? Oh, that's the wrong light there. Oh, here's a light here. All right. Bathroom doesn't look too bad. Shower. Oh, everything looks nice. Yeah, very nice. Very cool. Awesome. We get a big thumbs up, Lori. Yes. Ooh, and it's very echoey in here.
You're in the shower, yes.
There used to be an iron horse 20 years ago. Used to bring the mail to me through the ice and snow. I sat alone and watched her racing through the night.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Is it the You two got the same thing?
Just different. I have shrimp. Yours is plantain.
Rich has got a...
Here, hold up your chocolate cake. So.
We're back in the dark, Ollie.
Here we are once again, Lori, out walking around Mexico in the middle of the night. This is Loreto, so Loreto is actually pretty cool.
It's not an alley.
No, we're out on the main road, and we're just coming back from dinner. We decided to walk dinner off, let the Hamptons go back to the hotel with the car, walk off dinner in Loreto because it's a walking town. Lots of walking to be done. We're still full.
Oh my God, yeah.
Not that full. But heading back to the hotel, get ready to rock and roll. Tomorrow we arrive back home in Los Barillas. Day 3. Good morning. Time for a quick breakfast, and then I think we'll head out.
This is the last day.
Last day, yeah. We'll be back back home. Are the Hamptons down there already? I don't know. But truck was parked out there, truck and trailer. For some reason, there's a windmill in the hotel, probably because this used to be way out of town. Now it's in the middle of the town. It was a wee bit noisy, but not too bad. The room was awesome. Are you coming?
Yes, just a doggy-friendly hotel, FYI.
It is a dog-friendly hotel, so that's a good and bad thing. So just be aware of that. The drive from Loreto to Los Barillas comes in just over 400 kilometers. It's a pretty easy drive. You go up over a mountain pass, across the high desert, through Ciudad Constitucion, head back over to the Sea of Cortez. There is another small mountain pass between La Paz and Los Barillas, and then you are done. Doing a little quick leg stretch, potty break here at just outside of Ciudad Constitucion. Ciudad Constitucion. Leg stretch, bathroom break. How you doing? Stretch it, stretch it. Ciudad Insurgentes and Ciudad Constitucion are decent-sized cities with anything you could possibly need, from a bunch of restaurants to gas stations and auto parts stores. The drive between Constitucion and La Paz is pretty wide with only a couple really narrow spots. Once we get into La Paz, we get back into familiar territory where we head south out of La Paz. Then we get into El Triunfo, up over our final mountain pass, and then we are home sweet home in Los Barillas. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on our little 5-day adventure up and down the Baja Peninsula. We hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride, and we'll see you in the next video.